Hey there, it's Mike Metcalf again with Lanark Equipment, and today I'm here to talk to you about a lawn sweeper from MK Martin, yet another Canadian-made manufacturer that we like to deal with. We're going to talk about some of the features and benefits, who this might be useful for. Stick around for all the details. All right, so we're here today again talking about the MK Martin LS1846 lawn sweeper. That's what the LS is for in the model number. So again, for guys like me that forget everything, it's fantastic when companies use their model numbers to describe exactly what it is. Makes my job so much easier. But this is what this is. It's a lawn sweeper, but it's powered. Now, if you've ever had one of those passive ground drive lawn sweepers, like I have, you know what their limitations are. They are great at picking up very dry, loose material. So when we're talking about who this is for, to me, I think this is for absolutely everybody. If you've got a lawn, there's no reason why you couldn't use a lawn sweeper. And the reason why this one is head and shoulders above the rest is simply because of the fact it's powered. So again, when we're talking about those passive ones, they pick up the loose stuff, the dry stuff, but when you start getting into those wet, packed in leaves, those ground drive units just don't seem to have the power or the speed to really kick that material up into the hopper. The other disadvantage with those other styles is they're pretty light duty built. The bottom is usually some form of light duty plastic or nylon. They just don't have the heft or the build structure to really hold up to what they should be used for. So that brings us to this beauty right here. It's a 46-inch width sweeping path with a 6.5 horsepower Vanguard engine on it. It's a direct drive unit. So when the engine's running, the sweeper is sweeping. So what you actually get with this unit, which isn't shown here today, is an electronic control that you can run to your battery terminals or hook up your own separate battery, whatever you want to do with that, that allows you to raise and lower the sweeping unit. Because as I said, it's always running. So maybe while you're getting organized, you don't want that thing just sitting there spinning. That way you can get to your machine, whether it be a lawn tractor or an ATV or a side-by-side, basically anything that you can put a pin through at the back. This is going to work with that. So it's going to give you lots and lots of power while not being too aggressive on your lawn. It is a poly broom. There's no wire in there, so that means it's not going to be too aggressive. It's not like the sweepers that you see in parking lots, which will be a mix of poly and steel or straight steel. Having just the poly there means that it's going to be able to get the job done. It's going to be able to get the loose, dead stuff, the rocks, the sticks, pine cones, all that good stuff without really getting dug into your land and ripping up the healthy stuff. So that's one of the benefits of having that poly broom on there. It is a really heavy duty steel construction, and even the base of the hopper is made out of steel as well. So again, if you're taking this into some nasty terrain, it's going to hold up. The benefit with steel is it dents. Dents can be knocked out and painted. If it's plastic, it breaks. So it's certainly nice having something that's constructed this heavy for this application. But another thing that's kind of nice about this is that this top mesh part is replaceable. So even if after 10 or 15 years it has started to wear out, or maybe you've dropped a tool on it and ripped a hole, whatever the case may be, this portion is actually replaceable. So while the rest of it likely won't need to be replaced, the only service point that you're really going to have to worry about down the road at some point is this. And again, they've made that very easy to do. It's all Velcro on there, so it's easy to take off, switch out, and carry on. All right, so another thing that you might notice here right on the front is this spring. So what that's going to do is just give you a little bit of a suspension. So when you've got it on the back of your tractor, ATV, whatever it happens to be, if you are going over some undulating ground, bumps, rocks, whatever the case may be, this is just going to help take a little bit of that shock out so it's not so rough on the rear end. Although this is a lawn sweeper, it does have another function for it. You can actually use this for dethatching your lawn as well. So as long as the material you're going over is healthy and rooted, it's going to stay in the ground, but it will pull up any of that dead stuff for you. So it's certainly a great way in the spring to run it over things, get rid of any of that dead stuff, and then start your lawn off right at the beginning of the season. So always keep in mind that. And actually, some of our friends at Huckabones did a video on this exact unit. So if you've seen that video, you've seen the fact that it doesn't pick up just grass. It doesn't pick up just leaves that are packed in and wet. This thing will pick up a pretty significant piece of wood. It'll pick up a rock probably about the size of my hand or better, and still toss it into the back there. So again, this is incredibly powerful, very aggressive without being so aggressive that it doesn't kill your lawn or dig you a big hole. So again, it's not just a uni-functional type of unit. It does have multiple functions that will work for you, but the biggest thing for me is just the fact that it almost doesn't matter what it is that's on your lawn, it's going to pick it up and toss it in. Maybe you're like me and you aren't that quick at picking up your dog poop as well. That'll scoop that up out in there and get rid of it for you as well. I'd rather have it back here where I can dump it easily than have to deal with it, put it in a bag, or toss it over the fence, whatever the case may be. Now, when you do get this full, obviously you're going to need to be able to dump it out. There are handles at the side to make that job easier, but if you've really loaded this sucker up, especially if the material is wet or you do have the rocks or logs or anything like that in there, sometimes it's actually easier to get this from the back, where you can just tip this up a bit, get your boot on there to give it a little bit of an assistance, and then you can pull it all the way out and dump it. Now, I'm not pulling it completely all the way because I don't have it connected at the front, and I'm just going to pull the thing towards me, but it gives you an idea how easy it is to dump that material without really killing yourself to do it. Again, you can use the handle at the other side and have somebody help you, or just do like I did, grab it from the back, tip it over, and off you go. And again, you really can't forget the fact that it is Canadian made. It's right here. There's not going to be any potential tariffs on it now or anytime in the future. This is the type of unit you want. If you've got that property where, if you're like me, I'm not the quickest at cutting my lawn. It might be 2 weeks between each cut, and almost every time after I cut, then I usually have to go out with a sweeper and clean it up. And eventually this is going to be at my property as well, because the passive one, like I said, it does it for the dry stuff, but rarely when I'm doing the grass is it really all that dry. So having the extra power, having that bigger powered rotor is going to get that material up into the back with a lot more ease. And one other thing that you might want to consider as well, if you do your own snow blowing, if you've got a gravel driveway, or even if you hire it out and you got somebody even coming in with a blade, you and I both know that every single spring you got a healthy driveway in your lawn, okay, that's been kicked out by the blower or pushed over by the blade. So having a unit like this is certainly going to save you hours of back-breaking raking, or having to use one of those power brooms, which really all it does is just move it ahead. This is going to pick it up, get rid of it, and if it is just gravel, hey, dump it back in your driveway. If it's a mix of contaminated stuff, get rid of it at the back of your property. So again, it isn't just for lawns in terms of getting the grass, it's going to get everything that's dead or that is unwanted out of the lawn and into the hopper for you. So again, this has been the MK Martin Lawn Sweeper, a Canadian-made powered sweeper with a heavy-duty hopper. If you have any questions about this unit or anything like this, please give us a call at 613-264-0485, or better yet, come on down and see us at 6253 Highway 43 in Perth, right between Perth and Smiths Falls. If you'd like to see more videos like this or have suggestions for videos you'd like to see in the future, please leave us a comment down below, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.